What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I know I'm late with this, with the new 5.6 Archon quest. I took a week off of streams and everything due to personal reasons, but we're back and I've uploaded all the Archon quests up to now, so I'm not gonna not upload this even though it's late. So even though it's late, I hope you enjoy my playthrough, my reaction to it. I have somehow avoided all the spoilers for this. I don't know how, but I'm excited. We're back in Mondstadt. I've been waiting for this. Let's get into it. All right, this one's called Paralogism. Paralogism? I don't know how to say that. Anyway, go to Mondstadt. All right, let's do this. What is this? Return to special story mode? It's so pretty.
Wow, the city is all decked out. Oh, it's beautiful.
All right, how's that volume, chat and moderators? Is the volume good or not? Is it good? Okay, bet.
Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora.
No
But
Mora.
Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
All right, sure, let's go. It's not like I was here 5 minutes ago doing my dailies. Mondstadt music,
traveler.
man.
Paimon.
What's up, Catherine? How you doing?
Hey, Catherine. Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year.
All right, bet.
But
Feel free to take a look around.
Okay.
I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Why aren't we whispering?
take a look around, huh?
Okay. Nothing sus yet.
It's finally Windbloom, and here I am ruining everything.
Oh my God, Beatrice, no you're not.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight?
Yeah.
We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down? Sorry, I'm just...
Man, she's a real downer, huh?
I should go.
Whoa, something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn.
Yeah, like she's
This
not
is
herself.
weird.
Huh.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself.
All right, give her some
Besides,
space, I
there's
guess.
still
Give her some
something
space.
I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago, I
cheated on you.
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn...
She cheated, chat. I can tell.
I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
I met this guy. His name is Neurverlet. Oh my gosh. His hydro pump is... Okay, I'm done.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Oh, brother, got friend zoned.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best love, friendship stories is already over?
I can't believe it. Maybe they're just working out the kinks. Hey, we don't need to know about their kinks, okay? What they do in their personal lives, I don't need to know about.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example.
Okay,
Beatrice has been feeling down for days.
sure.
But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
So everyone's just depressed?
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus.
Okay, what's wrong?
I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
Huh.
You should see a doctor.
Paimon is not certified for this. Go to a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
That's weird.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same.
Okay.
In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better.
A prayer for you.
Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see?
Maybe there's something in the air in Mondstadt, chat.
Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Okay, bye, Miles. I hope you feel better, man. What is going on?
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
That's what I said. Dude, me and Paimon, we share a brain cell, I guess. She's depressed too.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts. Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait,
Huh?
but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke, right?
And that's what I thought too.
Right.
But she seems to have changed her mind.
She likes Kaya now. That'd be crazy.
Is that Captain Kaya?
Brother, how the f did I call that? That's crazy work. Oh my god. I swear to God, I did not know that. Oh my god.
Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type.
Holy shit.
How come I never felt this way before?
Bro, I was just joking, man. Wow. Either this story is really, you can just tell what's gonna happen, or I'm just like a clairvoyant or something. I don't know. That was crazy. I'm flattered, Ms. Donna, although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
I intend to, my dear. But first a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master D-Luke was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that?
Everybody knows about it,
Well-
Donna.
Master D-Luke came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore.
Oh,
If I had to compare it to something,
right.
it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
Girl, you were never married to him.
But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand. And I'm flattered, and I was able to bring back the butterflies, but I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes.
Bro, that's aura right there.
Surprised to see us?
He ain't no simp. He was like, all right, I'm flattered. Bye. Yeah, totally showed her. Anyway, not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Doro, Paimon, how have you been? All good. How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of Favonius? To answer that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So,
She
you
just
said you
turns
were
around.
looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt, but let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Paralogism. Chapter 5, or 4, 5, 6, I don't know, I can't count. All right, so everyone's depressed. Donna is, Donna. All right, what is going on, chat? We gotta figure it out. Bro, Windbloom makes Mondstadt look so pretty. I mean, Mondstadt's always pretty. I just love Mondstadt. I'm a Mondstadt simp. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah, Kaya, you found them.
What's up, Eula? I knew I heard a clapping from 5 miles away. Yup, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
What's about to happen?
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's
Oh
going
my
on?
god, this place is packed. There's 2 people here.
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Allow me. You have Note, captain of the 2nd company, Scaron, captain of the 3rd company, and Eula, captain of the 4th company, and me, of course, captain of the 9th company.
Oh, you're all captains?
Captain, oh captain.
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside.
I bet.
She'll explain everything.
Okay. Bye, Eula.
Jean!
Doro, Paimon, thank you for coming. Is everything all right? There are tons of people outside. Ah, yeah. That would be the captains. You know, a few of them already, but I'm sure there's some new faces. There have been a number of, incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Favonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
Yeah, I can understand the confusion, really. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Now, of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the Church. With the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the Church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case, well, it requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Oh my god. Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right. He's the captain of the investigation team. But we didn't see him out there.
A keen observation, Doro 44. That happens to be exactly why I called you. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Yeah, what'd he do? Jean, it's time. Why is this giving me goosebumps? Understood. Doro, Paimon, come with me. All right. Whoa. Please, sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm no matter what you hear. I need to head over there. Don't worry. The trial will be fair. Will it, though? Now that everyone is guided, let us begin. With Grandmaster Vodka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunner, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face.
Yeah.
Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
Probably, Paimon. The defendant in today's case is captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo? What did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown? Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hoitha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Hoitha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Disposal?
Murder?
Moira? Oh my god.
A witness stated that 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
Huh? Oh.
No.
There's literally no way. We've gone through, it has to be like a clone or something.
We now call that witness to the stand, Beatrice. Please tell us what you saw.
Beatrice. So is that why she was trying to tell Quinn earlier? She's been cheating on Quinn with Albedo.
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind.
I love that Albedo is just meditating right now. He's just like, all will be fine.
I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body.
Now, listen to what she said. She said that looks like Albedo. That's the key right there. You fucked up, Beatrice. I'm gonna use that against you now.
Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground.
For the supposed alleged person that looked like Albedo. Your words, not mine.
Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Oh my gosh, you gotta make that about herself, bro. I was the victim. I thought he'd probably kill me. I now toying to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. Albedo's not voiced. Oh gosh, okay. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental reports of the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
Okay.
This isn't looking good.
Chat. I didn't think Dahlia would sound like that. I did not think that they would sound like that. That kind of took me by surprise. This isn't looking good. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint in the... No!
Not yet.
Why'd I click? Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. What did he say? If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered? Not yet. Okay. In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw.
No, you said thought.
I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless.
Okay.
A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene.
Could have been planted.
The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
Could be. Could be. I'm on Team Albedo here. And yet no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing.
Exactly.
However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
That doesn't really hold up in court. Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive.
Yeah.
Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences.
Okay.
Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone.
Sure, fair.
Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
How many charges you got against you, bro? 9. Oh my God.
Second charge?
Don't worry, there's 9 of them. Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery.
Okay.
I now call the second witness to the stand.
D-Luke.
Wait, that's...
D-Luke Ragnarok. Please tell the court what you saw. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from 2 separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
The way D-Luke's just like, his eyes, bro. His eyes always so funny. I would only inquire as to what Mr. D-Luke was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all. Master D-Luke is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
A box! And this is what looks like the what looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Ew. Now it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Careful now, Master D-Luke. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy.
Sure.
That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle? Alchemy? A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing the calculations until her calculations until the next morning with Mr. Albedo present. That's right. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yeah, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill no one. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep. I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's all right, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount.
Mr. Albedo!
I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand?
Yes. I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence.
Okay.
The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
Okay. Read ahead. A correspondence?
Oh no, that envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth.
Kind of creepy.
The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Those are big words for Sucrose.
Putrefaction and refinement? I was never good at fractions.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine,
Okay.
in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
That doesn't look that great.
Oh. I trust the investigators have confirmed that this has been the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefactions and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes.
Great.
What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
Great. They both match the crime scene areas, the locations. Oh, great. And it's in Albedo's handwriting. Oh, that's also really great.
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence.
I agree.
In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Ha! Then we are in an agreement. The evidence is hold on. Restart that. The evidence is conclusive on the charges of Moida and unlawful disposal of human remains. The court finds the defendant guilty.
The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. Damn. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something is hidden and is coming to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover. Free my man Albedo! Free my man Albedo! Leave him alone.
Why would Albedo do something like that?
I don't know.
Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me his secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what? Following in Reindadier's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation? That would only make him more suspicious.
Well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
She's been here.
I've been here the whole time. It happens I have a message to pass along.
For us?
Yep. You're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Now go on. Yep. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one.
All right. All right, well, let's go to Star Snatch Cliff and see who him is. What is this? The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over and review those experiences? Well, sure. Oh, this is helpful because I haven't done this in forever. and a lot of players who play now have never done this. Shadow amidst snowstorms review. You and Paimon went to Dragonspine to ask Albedo, who was conducting research there, some questions about alchemy, only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange, soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced, the ransacking and theft of alchemical notes at the campsite, Albedo disappearing after a chat outside a cave but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, Eula encountered Albedo elsewhere, on the mountain attempting to lead a child away. And then he attacked Eula upon being discovered. You were able to confirm the presence of a mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. A running battle ensued, ambushing and being ambushed, hunting and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant Whopperflower posing as him, yet there were more than 2 wearing that face on the mountain. Cool. Thanks for the recap. All right, let's go to Star Snatch Glyph. Oh, Doro, Paimon, I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Hi.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait,
He's a beard.
Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Dea? Dahlia.
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
So you called us here so we can meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight.
Uh-huh.
You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Oh, hoity-toity, mighty-whitey. You're the herald of the... No one cares.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
I think he knows, chat. Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, God needs someone to communicate with them, communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Ah, well, I knew from the moment Rondaudier and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Crichton Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree.
That sounds crazy.
That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Probably, yeah.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
Uh-huh.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. What did you know about the situation, Venti? Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt. Even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too. The minute we got
Everyone's
here,
depressed
something
for
was
some reason. You share your observations with Venti and Dahlia.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious.
Yeah.
Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
Apparently, bro. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is the said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life, and at least that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such case, even the seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in this time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all the Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked,
Yeah, you could have just asked us. Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty.
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So this thing belongs to you now?
Yeah, I stole it. We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. It's called a cell phone in other worlds. We'll do our best to uncover the truth. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side. Ooh, okay. What's up, Dahlia? Wait, let me talk to them real quick.
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed, your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados? Serious? You give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the Animo Archon.
Is that so? I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. Perhaps you should pray to him and find out.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
All right. Oh, you know what? Forget about Barbados, Dahlia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
Aw, very nice. All right, bye. All right, return to the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. Let's go do a chat. We're gonna set our mans free. Albedo is innocent. Oh. I'm not used to this, whatever this thing is. Brother, I was just in here. What the fuck is the difference? Okay, whatever.
I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation's not looking very good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that.
Me either.
Using living people as alchemical test subjects?
Nah, not him, bro.
It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm on Eula's side.
This version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone, but Vaca once said Albedo's very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him? Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Sorry to barge in.
Doro, Paimon, perfect timing.
Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need you two to start investigating into the case. Investigate the case? Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. Do you want us to join the joint investigation? No. We'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know.
I know it's against the spirit of the season to ask you with this, but I mean, Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt.
Understood.
I know you'll get to the bottom of this, Doro. You've never failed us in our time of need. No pressure. No pressure.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Oh, God. Then, you know, you will have done Mondstadt a great service of all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome. Retrial, sorry. What did I say? Retrial? Retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the 2nd floor. I'm counting on you.
All right. Well, let's go look at Albedo's cave. Let's go do it on the 2nd floor. Whenever I see Kaya in this quest, I think of the TikTok Kaya. I do too. I love that video, bro. It's
Wait,
so good.
Captain Kaya.
Man.
Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
Yeah, thanks. We finally got it, chat.
This is Albedo's
A
office.
second floor.
Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Aye, aye. Or I, in your case. Anyway, let's see here. Investigate.
All right, let's see what we can find.
All right, chat. Let's investigate. Let's investigate the book first. This is right there. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly related to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Okay. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have F-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy.
Okay.
Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Investigate underneath the book. Oh. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow. Almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
What the hell? Gasp! There does appear to be a compartment added to the side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. All right. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Investigate the paper. The evolution of man. Festering is also a manifestation of rot, brain rot. When festering forces a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the blank project. I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink.
Huh.
What could it be?
The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with the creating of synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, it can't be. Amidst the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. Oh, okay. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in that last location, or at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh.
We're gonna find a tooth and an ear.
What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location?
Maybe.
All right,
A
that
foot.
seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
All right, let's go do it. I'm still Team Albedo, chat. Dodo? Dodoko? Dodoko.
Oh, Vent is calling. Let's answer.
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff, all right.
Yeah, we
Stuff
did.
that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
Yeah, it's not looking good for our pal. I see. So Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case. Huh. You share what you learned with Venti. Not promising, really, but we should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Reindaudier's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Reindaudier's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, well, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. I don't think the handwriting was faked. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo? I trust Albedo with my life, bro. I absolutely do.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith.
He's my ride or die.
And if he really
Yeah.
is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Yeah, he's just not allowed to yap about it, you know? Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean that even Venti no longer believes in him? Not a true friend, chat, honestly. Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, we got to do that.
Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
All right, let's go do it, I guess. I trust him. What are you spying on?
Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was just walking by.
I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
Uh-huh. Miles is sus.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Yeah, you better, Miles. You better get a couple miles away from us.
Hold on.
Got him.
You didn't
Chat.
hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
You know, because I'd have to kill you if you did.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Forget about it. Well, I'm breaking your kneecaps.
Oh, sure. You got it.
I don't trust him.
That map we found in the hidden compartment
smells like a
seems
spy.
important. We should check out the marked locations.
Okay. There was more to look at on his desk, but it's fine. Wait, can I go back? I can go back. Hold on. Maybe there's a picture of him like naked on a bear rug or something, hidden in like a secret compartment or something, with the boots still on. You know what I mean? Let's go see. I guess it's too late to see it now. Dang. All right. Well, sorry, chat. I didn't know that there was more stuff to look at. Chat always gets freaked out when they're just like, Doro, you missed something. You were supposed to talk to those NPCs. If you don't talk to those NPCs, then you're not a real Genshin player and you're going to delete the game and it's not going to be the same. And you go talk to them and then it's just like Dea being like, whew, man, my training session was really good. I'm kind of hungry. I should go eat something. Bye, traveler. And that's it. Oh, thank you, Dara. I'm so glad that you talked to those NPCs because if you didn't,
We should be getting close.
man, you know, it just wouldn't be the same, really. All right, carefully examine the ground. Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty, and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. A grave robber? Did an animal do this? Or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo
What
used
the
alchemy
hell?
to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all of this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? So many questions, not enough answers. You return to the Knights of Favonius, doubts swirling in your mind. You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
Uh-huh. You tell Jean about your findings from Albedo's office. I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There's still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the body. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just,
What's wrong?
well, if the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, well, the situation becomes almost serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
Yeah. The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Positive thinking. I like it, Paimon. I like it. Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability.
Watch him not be actually. What the fuck?
Miles?
I like how you went. Hello? Miles is being a little sussy-wussy. Watch Albedo actually be guilty, though. That would be a twist that I did not see coming.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
We're gonna do it. What's up, Gene?
You two, let me know if you're ready and we'll head out. I'm eating a protein bar right now, though, so sorry.
Ready.
All right, follow me.
All right, child. No, there's an ad! Please don't be a cutscene. All right, no, we're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Gene, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hoytha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order.
Where's Nouvelette when you need him?
Ms. Hoytha, have the investigators made a new discovery?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office.
Okay.
And were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time.
Really?
Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased.
Okay.
Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T.
Who?
The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Hanselman, male, Hanselman, male, 46 years old, marital status single, occupation, hunter. Consists with the conclusion of the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Delu found is consistent with such an injury. My throat really hurts. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Yep. Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
You're welcome.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed?
I mean, that does make sense.
In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act.
Hey. Now you're starting to throw judgment.
In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward, but the night Master Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
Okay. Why was everyone there?
I was camping with a friend and
Sure.
we decided to stop near Dragonspine.
Why?
I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluc.
This sounds a little too sus.
I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear, and I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation.
I knew it. It's Diluc's fault. It always is, bro.
Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. Hey, we're in a court. Calm down. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
Well, he's not that good. I'm trying to help you out, buddy. You're really good. A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. This one right here. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? You got me, Sigma. Yeah. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. Bro is disassociating. You do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No! I forgot how I did her voice. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence.
Did we just help put Albedo in jail? Oh my god. I'm sorry. They put me up to it. What I always have. I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Maybe because, I don't know, he's telling the truth. Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something that I did not do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Well, if I wait long enough, maybe they will. Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious, but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine, which reminds me, one of the locations marked on the map was we found in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Doro, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. Caught! Yeah, that was me. Can you tell us what you found? You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew where there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? I hate these! The third marked location is in Dragonspine. We only knew about it because we found the map to the hidden compartment. During our investigation, Paimon and I discovered a hole beneath the snow, big enough to hide a human body. There was also claw marks around the outside, but there was no body or any remains whatsoever. The second marked location is between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where Diluc saw Albedo bury the body of an adult male. Diluc described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to collude against Albedo, so their testimony should be trustworthy. Diluc found teeth and a femur bone at the scene, and Donna confirmed his version of the events because she was also there that night. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up. Despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get Diluc's attention. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. Got it. Easy. Easy. Got him. Let's see here. The human remains, the differences between the marked locations, the first marked location. Yeah, the differences? Albedo marked these 3 locations on the map found in the hidden compartment. There are some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all 3 locations were likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area certainly seem big enough. But unlike the first 2 locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragonspine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why wasn't that the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole in the 3rd location has been there longer than the other 2. But if the hole at the 3rd location wasn't made around the same time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? Dragonspine's ecosystem? Dragonspine has a frigid climate and is covered in snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures. Deep within the mountains lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead for for a long time, he still possesses a peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. It's a conclusion. No, that's not it. That wouldn't make any sense. Most people knew Albedo as an alchemist and the captain of the investigation team, but in truth, he is the Crichton Prince, a synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners, Gold, Rindaudir. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. He's also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did not commit a crime, it would likely be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will toward humanity, and he also seems like a normal self. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. Oh my god. Okay, encounters on Dragonspine. I almost forgot. Paimon and I once encountered someone at Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second, someone who looks exactly like him. That's the key! Submit conclusion! I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the 3rd location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the 3rd location weren't fresh, which suggests that the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt to this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Doro.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out.
Okay.
There is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the 3rd location. And the map was found in his notes.
And the map was found in his notes.
That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect.
Okay.
Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to Doro's point. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
Oh my god! There were indeed bodies at each location. Oh my god. And I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine. Ah!
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
I'm not finished. You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. No. Eula. For some reason. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine. someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, in defense, self-defense, and buried the body on the mountain, the third location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day.
Yes, we were.
The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area.
Yes.
If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
You know what sucks, chat? Even though they do give us that little snippet of like, here's what happened a few years ago, it still kind of sucks that like if you didn't do that event, that special event, you missed out on so much, you know? And it ties into like this kind of. It kind of sucks that people can't like experience that, right?
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
You're obviously not listening. If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So someone who happens to look exactly like you.
Exactly like him?
So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, too bad.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
In self-defense, you keep forgetting that part. Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. Bum, bum, bum. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Get wrecked, Hertha!
Everyone! I brought her!
Who?
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face?
What the hell?
Hello to you too.
Rips off their skin. It's like a cyborg. As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession.
Sussa.
It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you and your stupid synthetic beings. And that dog.
You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies. The dragon, Durin. Several hundred years ago, the Dragon of the East, Dvalin, defeated Durin in battle and, with the help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Lore. Durin was created through alchemy, one of its finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows, more revitalized by the day. My impostor on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the Homer Simpson homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Homunculus, that's what it was. I said that.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus?
Homunculus.
Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there.
Oh.
Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine.
Oh, you're getting a little hated. Oh.
So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
In the beginning, the two of you look identical. Pretty, you know, I look at it with my eyes and you look the same. But judging based on demeanor,
The new arrival actually seems more like the Hoita that I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter.
No, not really.
How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The
Now it's
longest
getting
scar on my
juicy.
body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
Where is it? Where's the scar on her body?
I'd like to hear Miles answer first.
Huh?
Yeah, Miles. Where is it?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused?
Someone pulls a gun out, just shoots them. It's like, imposter.
You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
Very sus. Widowy imposto.
No, my head. It hurts.
Shoot him, he's turning.
The scar is right here.
Why, the nerves. I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant is the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar of Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
Yeah. Show us your arm. Hertha. No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel in changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force, an appearance you can change at will. Yet, here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices.
Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them too.
There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm.
Damn it, show us the arm, Hertha.
Have it your way.
Have it your way. Uh-oh. Anime villain.
Whoa!
Oh my god, he has a knife!
Come on, let's go.
Bro, Dealer doesn't give a fuck.
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
Oh no. She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way. Why did I say the voice like that? That's not even her voice. Anyway,
There
go.
are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
That was not even the voice I even gave her. Anyway, time to get a move on, everyone.
Whoa,
He said nonchalantly.
she just leaped across the room!
What the hell?
After her.
It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk, but before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of those fellow citizens, and I never used human remains as part of an alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master D-Luke picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Okay, yo, that's sick. Wow, that's quite an involved plan. Indeed. Follow me. All right, let's go. That's cool. He's so smart, chat. He's so smart. This is all a ploy for the imposters. They're in Mondstadt. Do we get to fight them in here?
Monsters in the city!
They're all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt, and so we made a preparation for an inevitable battle. All right. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come. Hell yeah! I want to fight things in Mondstadt. Oh, see, now I see why they make you go through the portal, because it has to change Mondstadt in order to allow enemies inside of it. And game development, chat. I get it now. Makes sense. This is cool. All right, provide mobile support. Let's go. What's up, Mona? What are you doing here?
Master Gene, headquarters should be secure for now. We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
All right. Good. Our intel suggests that the monsters from Dragonspine could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens, so be sure to exercise caution.
Oh, and my divination revealed they are also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters.
Yeah, so for those people, the aim is to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing with.
Understood.
All right. Can I talk to you?
Ah, perfect timing, Doro. I was hoping you three could form a mobile unit to help respond to the various threats in the area.
It's been a while, Doro. I'm also here to help. Gene and I are going to remain here to monitor the situation. We'll leave the other locations up to you. Don't worry, though. My scry glass doesn't show the slightest chance of failure. Victory will be ours.
All right. All right, let's go. Provide mobile support, chat. We gotta go. Risley, move that fat ass of yours. Let's go, man. Let's go. We gotta go help people. Boosh. Go, 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 go. Of course they're cryo. Doesn't matter. Hiya! Hiya! Sheffy!
Way now.
Punch him. Come here. All right, we did it. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. This is cool. They get to fight people in the city. Hello?
Hold firm. Drag another wardrobe
Parsley?
over here.
A Farina carry? Vile beast, the shall not tolerate such a transgression. Hey, Fisher.
Ah, that's the traveler's voice.
That's me.
You arrive at an utmost opportune time, Vassal. Sword at the ready. All right, we'll do it. What the hell? Albedo. Let me use my characters. Why are we using these trial characters?
No rest for the wicked. Feel this ancient power.
Chat, who here has Albedo? Like, do you actually have him or no?
Moment of birth.
Moment of birth. It's birthing time. There you go. Fear not, the foul monsters have been cast into the void.
Mein Fräulein means to say that you should refrain from going out for the time being.
Yes.
We will continue to protect this.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
I've never seen a bird that can
talk. Yeah, he talks.
No need to worry. I'm Mein Fräulein's humble servant. Please rest assured.
Hey, let's keep introductions to maybe later, okay? People are dying. We can trust them, I promise.
Oh, no, of course. I didn't mean it that way at all. I just...
Is this my traveler, chat? Because he's Hydro. My vassals have been unfinished duties, yes? Then go forth and smite these wretched beasts. The princess's blessing shall eliminate your path. All right, thanks, Fisher. Bye. Lisa! Razor! Let's do this. Ooh. I totally never forgot about Razor. I know Razor's in this game. Why would I ever forget him, bro? It's Hydro time. There goes the bubble. This is so painful. Why can't I just use my characters for this? All right, what's my voice for her? I don't even know. I don't know. Phew, it's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. Well, my old professor even wrote me about this a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways, after all, and mine was a gentle old man from the Spantamod school. So, you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution, so gentle even Jean would have no reason to intervene. What the hell?
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Hey, Lisa, I don't need to know about your kinks, okay? You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Ah, well, it's good to move on from, it's good to move about every once in a while. All right, bet. Yeah, kindness, sure. Lisa?
Huh.
Oh, okay, she just says the exact same thing. All right. All right, let's go back to this big circle real quick. Who's here?
Mr. Albedo, Doro.
Everything good here?
All good. A few monsters made it into the city, but Master D-Luke and Mr. Kaya helped me take care of them.
Oh, okay. Not long ago.
You guys think you can defeat me? Suza, Suza, oh, but Suza. Hiya, hiya.
Got him. So easy. How many of them are there? Okay, we gotta go, Chad. We gotta go save the guys.
Where are all these monsters coming from? My sword hand is cramping.
Oh my god. Well, now is not the time to cramp, chat. And man guy, dude. I don't know why I said chat. I misspoke. I meant to say guy. Anyway. Fantastic job defending this place, you two. We'll take it from here.
Oh, Captain Kaya, Swan is...
Hey, I'm fine.
He's
it's your leg we should be
fine.
worried about.
Swan, Lawrence, you should both get treated at the church. Don't push yourselves. We'll take care of things here.
But, Master D-Luke, didn't you leave the Knights of Favonius?
What? Are knights the only one capable of defending the gate? I'm fine. Master D-Luke is just altruistic as always. If a civilian is willing to help out, who are we to turn them away?
Understood. We're grateful for the support.
Yeah, thanks a million.
Yeah,
We'll
we
be
got
back
you.
soon.
Swan and Lawrence kind of giving boyfriends though. Or just two guys.
I have some spare time right now, so I was planning to make some potions to help the people fighting.
A sound plan. Remember to be careful. I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle, retreat to somewhere safe. Don't worry about the front line.
Understood.
I like how Venti's just looking at the flowers. He's like, oh yeah, very pretty. Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please, someone help me.
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, thought you were regular citizens. That's funny. Yeah, I guess he can't really do anything. It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. It's gonna be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know. Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witness saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. So, some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Oh shit, okay. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated two who attempted to attack. So, it was in self-defense, chat.
Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second, some teeth and bone. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. See, so Albedo is a good guy. I never doubted you for a second, bro. Fake Albedo fans, really. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data of the petrification of the bodies. After we defeated the doppelgangers Wapaflowers on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other the story, remember? You told me the story of a gardener, I remember. Yeah, I remember that too, yeah. I'm glad. And then you remember what I told you about Subject 2. In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Wapaflower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day. Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So, you see, at one point, there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and the way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. That's crazy. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence, but those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange, those are the same people who just tried to break Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. So Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected. Dude, Albedo is thinking at a 6D level of chess right now, bro. We're down here on a 2D plane, and bro is on a 6-dimensional, big brain, Albedo.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
What's stopping us? That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the Knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. All right, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate the thing, right? Yes. So if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? All right, this should do it. Wind. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, cool.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
Whoa. There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa.
All right.
It's
Venti
long-distance
Wi-Fi.
wind communication. How is that even possible?
Long distance wind communication? That's actually kind of sick. It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. May the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
I do like feet. You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Can we throw Paimon in the trash? Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness the Traveler and Paimon and Albedo found me. Oh my god, I almost died. Got me out of a tough spot, really. All right, now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas. That's what I do. Even more. Not Paimon doxing Venti. Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you. All right, let's do it. I've got things covered here. All right. Whoa. This is really cool as a quest, and I hope they do more quests like this. It just feels so different than the other ones. Like more things are happening, you know what I mean? Look who it is.
Get back.
Phew, that was a close one. I suppose thanks are in order. Master D. Luke, I appreciate the help.
No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were just in my way.
Oh, well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyway.
Suit yourself.
All right, tell me, when did you notice something was off?
The first trial.
Ah, because of the fake Hertha?
No, because of you.
Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough?
No, you weren't nervous enough.
Tell me then, Master D. Luke, when did you think I actually get nervous?
I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming.
On second thought, best not to think about it. Oh shit, let's go. Kaya and D. Luke fighting, let's together. This is awesome. I really like this quest, man. Like, this is so sick. And I love that we're fighting in Mondstadt City. Like, that's so unique. I hope more future quests for Genshin, like, do more stuff like this. I mean, they were kind of, like, talking about it in that, like, Nodcry stream, right? That, like, they want to, like, take inspiration from other, like, RPGs and stuff. I wonder if Genshin's going to feel really different when 6.0 comes along. Oh my god, I'm fighting for dear. Eat your chicken! All right, we got it. Thank God for the rotisserie chicken from Costco. Holy! All right, we got him. Almost died. Poppy, welcome in. I am not sucking. I am doing very well, actually. As you can see, I have progressed the story and I did not die. If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure?
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just a closet. Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate. Maybe we're in a closet right now.
Maintaining control over the main roads means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered.
I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up.
Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations.
Good luck.
Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial.
I suppose it just doesn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
All right, we have bigger things to worry about right now. Kiss and make up later. Thank you for trusting me and choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always. We'll see you soon. Of course. Stay safe. And there they go, chat, running off into the distance. They're trying something new too. Very like they're trying a more cinematic like cutscene, I guess. That's pretty cool. Barbara, get close to the injured Knights of Favonius and use Barbara's. Yo, that's cool. Wait.
Let's dance.
Here you go. Whoa, wait. That's actually really sick. Here you go. This is such a small little thing, but like, I don't know. It's cool. Barbara's a healer and she's healing the innocent people. Well, except for Lawrence. Lawrence, give me 1 second. My elemental powers are on a cooldown. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Okay, here you go. Slap. Bah. Wake up.
All right, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with logistics from the back.
Oh. Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front line, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me, sorry. English, not first language. I don't really know how all of these start, but I do know that wait, what did they say? I do know that Jean and the other have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be okay. Okay, you know? No, this has to be. It has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, you did not. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks, fighting. So I just need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with the dragon spine, and he's our authority on that region, so we should take him at his word. Dragon spine? Huh. So the city is going to be in danger. Yeah, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Oh. Oh, wait a second. Oh. Don't worry. I'll look for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Of course, I'm coming. All right, that's Grace's voice now. Damn, Noelle just chopped that Hilichurl. Bennett! Oh my god. I don't know what voice to do for Amber.
They're here. Prepare for battle.
On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock.
Looks like we've got like 25 Hilichurls and 2 Blazing Axe Minotaurs and a bunch of sniffers.
Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that. All right, that's my voice now, I guess. I don't know. Oh, where am I? Wait, what? Y'all are cooked. Literally. Hiya! 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 Go, Baron Bunny. Oh, yeah, Mika. Boosh. Final warning. Yeah. Melt. All right, got him. Easy. I like that it's like it's mixing all the different Mondstadt characters together. I like that. It's pretty sick.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
This is what, honestly, this is what I want more of for my quest, man. Versus like standing and talking a lot. There's more action and more like, go here, go do this, go investigate this, and like different, like, even like this is gonna sound stupid, but even like the little Barbara moment where like you just use her skill to heal them, like that added flavor to it, you know, that added like variety to how a story quest is playing out, you know? I like that.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later.
Man, this guy really likes to, you
I
know.
would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yap.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought.
I get chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you and you're like none the wiser.
Don't worry. Once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again.
Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it, Baka? Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried.
Same here. I thought it was like all real at one point. I was in complete shock.
So you didn't know Amber? Well, it seems like Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for the wear.
It sounds like Eula, all right. She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
Oh my god. It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with an idea that she would disappear.
Ah, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved.
No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the Knight's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Whoa, so this has been a long
Oh my
time
god.
making.
6 months ago? It's crazy. Yeah, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself that she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Oh. Don't worry. Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack.
Huh.
All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself.
I know. It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would just be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins or keep my mouth shut. I'd been seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due. It was well thought out. Here.
Yeah, thank goodness we were
Hope
able
you're having
to
a great
back her
day.
into a
Appreciate
corner.
that. Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Doro. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. Me? But I didn't even know there was a plan. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you wouldn't return for Windbloom, and I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your senses of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Hertha, Subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike.
Albedo's right. You were part of the plan from the start. I hope you don't take no offense, okay, at our decision to keep that from you. And please, please, don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aw, that means a lot.
I'm gonna fucking cry. I love you too, guys. I love you too. Oh. Well, in that case,
it is us who should be thanking you, honorary knight.
Thanks, Gene. Appreciate
Wait, was that you just now?
that. All right, go to Mondstadt's side gate.
Side gate to check it out.
All right. What are these missions here? Oh, okay. Hold on. There's some side. Let's go do the side missions real quick. Eula! Eula! You need my help? You good?
It's all my fault.
No.
I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
You good?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
You missed the others?
What do you mean I missed the others? Wait, if I do this one, I can't do the other ones? Also, is Klee dead? We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that. That was the main one. How did I pick the main one out of all of them? Oh my God. No! I wanted to do the side things. Damn it. Oh.
Yeah, plus we kind of already heard what you said, so...
Just tell us. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Klee, she disappeared right under my nose.
Oh my God, you're the worst babysitter.
I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Klee is dead.
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
All right, fighting first, conversation later. Conversion later. I can't Alt F4 chat. It's already too late. It'll just start me right here.
I only lost sight of her for a second.
All right, whatever. That sucks. What did I miss? Wait, Klee? Klee's helping us.
She's not to be underestimated.
Klee's got this one. Where's Klee at? You miss Mona twerking? No. Really? Mona twerking? Oh, damn it. All right. Well, that sucks. Klee's alive. We won. Great work, Klee. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time, too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem. Just leave it to Klee. Are you going on a patrol, Mr. Albedo? Klee heard that you went camping for a few days, and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping? All right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
Yeah, that's right. So I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you need some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful if you escorted her back to headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
Aww. It'd be an honor. Klee will do her best. Oh, that's cute. You miss Naked Lisa, too? Twerking Mona. Naked Lisa. That's what I missed. Damn it. Well, chat, we gotta start a new account. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare, injury-wise?
Very good. Our preparation paid off. Injury are very few, far between. I have the full record here.
Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone all right?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. Klee kept Miss Eula safe the whole way. That's amazing, Klee. Oh my God, Eula was lucky to have you.
It looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Mr. Jean. Master Jean, sorry. Mission complete. I said Mr. Jean. It was good to have you back. For great work, everyone. Dude, it's hard to keep up with all of the fucking voices at this point. Good to have you back, safe and sound. And great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve the one most of all. My work here isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Yeah, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Doro, Paimon should be there too. All right, everyone who has finished their work should head back to the quarters of the church and get some rest.
Want to come with us, Klee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies.
Yeah!
It's hard to keep up with the different voices. Immediately locked in the Jean Boston voice. Hi, everyone. Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh, wow. Wait, does that mean you saw me running for my life? No apologies. Just forget I said anything. Just kidding, But you're right. It was very tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times.
Any notable information on the wind? Of course, I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing Subject 2's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child, or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and, dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. But in the end, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling, it's close. Uh-oh. Phonia. Ah, Miss Phonia. Here to make your report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
You're being sus. Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How'd everything go?
Good. No problems.
Oh, good. No problems. Okay. Start talking.
Pulls a fucking gun out.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why'd you come from that direction? And why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent that message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. Didn't get the memo?
There was a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because you're under Durin's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Her name is Phonia, as in phony. There she goes, jogging. You ain't going nowhere, Phonia. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from this power soon. Oh, okay. We gotta go talk to Jean. Jeannie. All right, the others are looking after Phonia. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal project. I've consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference.
Ah, yeah, that's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Vodka came up with the idea a few years ago.
I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The shyness caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
Imagine if Varka looked like that. Imagine if we get Varka and he looks like that. I could see them doing it. Not gonna lie. I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either. Okay, yeah, maybe more like that. I hope more buff. He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity. So whatever age that is,
indeed. Anyway, the Tripartite Conference is a gathering of 3 parties: the Hexen Circle, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights and Church of Favonius.
That was bright.
Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages.
Oh, this is so... Wait, is this Varka right here? That's him right there. The man guy. Okay. Is that Alice? One of the mages, or witches, whatever. Yo, he's kind of given Japard from Star Rail, kind of. Looks like an older Ether. That's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, kind of. Oh, okay. Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have a request of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would. Of course. Traveler, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Just watch and learn, okay? I think this should do it.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
That's Varka? Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait, Barbados?
Varka? Grandmaster? Oops. I put in the wrong number. Sorry, Varka. You're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
I like his voice. I like his voice. I like his voice. I would have thought maybe it would have been like, yeah, my name is Varka, you know. But like, I like it. Yeah, well, you know, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Huh, that's cool. So that's how Varka sounds in English. I like it.
Hey!
He seems middle-aged. He seems like he's around 40 years old. Don't tell me he hid it beneath the great tree of Windrise. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine. It's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
What can I do for you, dear Barbados? I love her voice. You still remember the tripartite conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented? Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no, but in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
Shut up, Paimon.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Chat, can I say something? I'm just happy that Alice is voiced. You know, I just love her voice. And like, whenever Alice comes to play in a story quest or something, you know, we're always like, yeah, you know, Alice. But like, if she wasn't voiced this time, oh man, that would have sucked, you know. Be right where? Here? As in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Alice! What if Alice actually looks like that? Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you've turned yourself into a giant Dodoco. Never mind, that's not how she looks like then.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
I love her, bro. So fluffy.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
All right, bet.
That's nice of you.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Do you think Alice will ever be playable? Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Wait, who? Wait, let me talk to them real quick. You did so much for us this time, Lord Barbados. I didn't even know how to thank you. Don't thank me at all, please. It makes it seem like I'm useless the rest of the time. You know that's not what I meant. An Archon has their own calculations. Who am I to question their wisdom? Okay, now you give me too much credit. I admit, I'm not the most proactive Archon. You have your own hard work to thank for that result. Oh, and our friends, the Honorary Knight and Paimon, of course. Yeah. You worried about Albedo's plan? I can't help it. I have full confidence in his abilities. It's just an instinctual response. But in the end, if he sets his mind onto something, I know he will succeed. I trust him. That's good to hear. Oh, cute. Albedo? Before we set out, there's somebody you need to meet. Oh, okay, got it. All right, let's go. Who are we meeting up there? I gotta meet them, so it's for the first time?
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
Sure. Mini Durin! Oh, hey, not so loud.
Mini Durin? What are you doing here?
Oh my gosh. Well, actually, I've kind of been helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. You were there? Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Oh my gosh, bro, so cute. Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off to the festival for a bit. Even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people, I still had a lot of fun. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who was revived and brought into this world. Yo.
Wait,
Didn't
that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry. I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Oh, human transmutation? So you're Albedo's intended subject. Yeah, he's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
To be a real boy, Geppetto. I don't know if want is the right word, but I don't even know if there's a right answer to this situation like this. But I do know this. I have just as much of a right to the name. I don't want to lose to another Durin. Becoming human isn't as simple as just changing form. I know. Albedo talked to me about that. He said the Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive, almost like a beast. But Mom created me in the storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like. If I can still be me once I become one of that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there was never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning. And suppressing an evil dragon, becoming human, both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry. No one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project.
Yeah.
No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know. Albedo told me he's the Cretin Prince, a synthetic human. And if this works, I'll be one too. We will be the only two of our kind in the whole world. Alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species and there's only one other person like me in this world, I guess that makes us family.
Definitely. You've just got to trust one another.
Yeah.
Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hack Guy know about this?
Yeah, does Wanderer know? Yeah, I told him. I was coming here to fulfill this, duty. He didn't try to stop me. He just told me to get a move on then. He would say that too. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe even if he thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but I'm excited too. Anyway, I'm really glad I got to talk to you at the time like this. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. Oh, I love it. For you, Mini Durin, we will do anything in our power. We got this. Is it in here? Oh, it is. Okay, it is in this room. I love this room. All right. Hello. The chessboard.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
Dude, that chessboard looks very expensive. So, no unspoken rules to be aware of. I don't want to unwittingly park myself into some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate.
We love a considerate Archon.
Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot has happened in the city today. If she left, there really would be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. Oh. So, tell me, Albedo.
I'm sat right now.
What is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin in Dragonspine.
Oh?
Oh, really? Tell me more. And I'd also like to request some alchemical regents from the Hexen Circle.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of that immortal monster from the Mar Javari.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, Rhindaughter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Maybe. You got caught. Yeah, I am. Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia, but that day will come. I've spent years investigating in Dragonspine, so I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He's already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt at less than half of his original strength. There's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we want to be free of the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be a creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all. Because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Klee and I visited a fairy tale world called Simolanka. It was created by mages from the Hexen Circle, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children, the other Oh, I see.
You see what I'm trying to cook up here, Alice. Yeah. Yeah, it was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life one day. That experience inspired me, and I met the pure soul M had created. And I knew if I wanted to change Durin's fate, he could be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for this transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragon of Similanka, the blood from the original dragon's heart, and the monster remnants from the Marjavari and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect can be triggered with the festering forces and life energy collide. In an alchemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, though, Aunt Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating.
Okay.
In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable.
Yeah.
The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexenzirkel's trial.
All right. We could do that. I understand. I figured something like this might happen. That's why I asked Doro to come along. Wait, I'm joining you on this thing? Yeah. I can think of no better partner of such an endeavor.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Aunt Alice has always loved a spectacle. Any chance to witness friends come together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no?
True.
Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
You can't do anything.
The Hexenzirkel trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure.
And you're not included.
There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Dude, I love her. She's like one of the best voice actresses in this game.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Let's do it. Then let me make a formal request. Will you go through this trial with me? Brother, I'm already here. Of course. Are you ready, Doro? I'm ready.
Then, my dear children,
let's do this.
Get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
All right. Whoa, what's happening? Oh, wait, what? Oh, she shrunk us. That's funny. Honey, we shrunk the kids. Genshin edition. It's certainly in keeping with the Hexenzirkel modalities. Yo, this is cool.
Hey, yo, Alice, why you got red eyes, though? Why your eyes red now? They weren't red before. Why you look like that? Don't be scared of me like that. I don't like that.
Whoa, you're so tiny.
Oh, God, is it giant Paimon? Okay. I thought it was going to be like a giant Paimon. Just being like, hey, down there. It's me. Paimon. Paimon, you're huge. Oh, my gosh. Nothing. It's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual now. I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirits. Ah, don't worry. You'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
This is actually Ziox's actual height. Don't tell him I told you, though. Aunt Alice? I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting the trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself,
Average shaman.
I to put your abilities to the test. I have prepared quite a riveting new performance.
Don't clip that. Don't tell Ziox I said that.
Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal.
Okay.
Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Bet, let's do it. Whoa. Can I just say this looks
burst forth.
Woo! This looks amazing. This is awesome. This is such a cool boss battle. Oh my gosh, and the music chat. Dude, and the setting of this is so cool. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing?
Witness my great undertaking.
Haha, stupid. Stupid. Ow. Ow. Dumbass. Get him while he's down. Woo! Here, there you go. Got him. Got him. Easy. That was an easy boss battle. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon.
It had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
Is this one that seems like Alice?
Well done. But this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective.
Is that Mona's master?
You will see them as they are.
Old hag or whatever? Oh shit, they're running on a flower. Wait, I didn't know you could do that. You okay? God damn it, I wish this was voiced, bro. Dude, what a sick cutscene. I'm getting chills. Holy sh! That is such a cool boss design. I love that. I got chills all over my body, bro. That was awesome. I love this boss so much. They look so cool. Oh, please don't hit me. Just don't hit me. Oh shit.
So it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this?
Oh, he's eating my butt. Wait, pause.
The moment they gained legs with which to run. So, in the spirit of running,
He's butt bombing.
I prepared a surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture. This calls for some pompous renewal. Forgetting your lines.
Where were we?
I need your healing.
Our performance
Where's the queen at?
to conclude.
I dance for you.
I dance for you. Yarr. Please stop spinning. You guys are actually really scary. Please.
Transfiguration.
Please.
Okay, that guy's down. Got him. Dude, look at the surrounding area. It's so sick. This feels, I don't know. This is going to sound weird. This feels like Genshin, you know?
Yes, very
Barbeloff.
well done.
Okay, I'm going to pause for you for a second. Okay. I go back and forth because I really did like Natlan. The Archon quest wasn't my favorite, sure. I still like Natlan and I like Natlan's setting. But this quest, I don't know. It feels like I'm like Genshin, you know? I don't know. Because Natlan was very different, obviously, but I still liked it. But this quest has really felt like old school Genshin again. I mean, partly because we're in Mondstadt, right? But I don't know, just everything about it, like the fantasy aspect of it. I'm really, really loving this quest so much, man. Oh my gosh. That boss battle just now, loved it. The music was great. I don't know. It's weird though, because when I say that, I feel like it's the same energy as like a Pokemon fan who's like, yeah, I only like Gen 1 Pokemon. Everything else after that was trash. No, you can still like the newer stuff, but your favorite is just like the older stuff. And this feels just like what Genshin feels like to me. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, chat. I think you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? I do like Natland. It feels very different, but this makes me feel like I'm playing Genshin. You know what I mean? Makes sense, I guess. All right, anyway, we did it.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Thanks, Alice.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Really?
Huh? You're leaving already? You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you.
Aw, thanks.
And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
What a bully. What a bully, bro. Make sure you kind of gloat to Mona for me because, you know, it'd be kind of funny, you know.
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
Bye.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie? You'll have to forgive Barbara, love. She's always on the move.
All right.
And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But
Probably.
if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual.
Probably, yeah. I can see her like being super health conscious, yeah.
Barbie was satisfied with your victory, and so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
Yeah, that would kind of help. I don't want to be miniature sized forever. Thanks.
You're finally back. Great job. You made it all look so easy.
Hi, Paimon.
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thanks. Thank you. Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Once you've rested up, let me know when you're free, and we'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the Dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Indeed. The sooner we deal with Durin, the better. Oh, shit. Now I feel like things are about to go crazy. Wait, can I talk to Alice?
Nice to have you back safe and sound.
Oh, she just says the same thing. All right, bye, Alice. It's cool. That was awesome. I really like the that chess fight. That chess fight's awesome. So freaking good. Go to Dragonspine. All right, let's go. I have a feeling things are about to get cranked up to 11 now. That's just my feeling though. Oh, the music is so peaceful.
Yep. This place is as freezing as ever.
Yeah, don't you love it?
Paimon's hands are turning to ice.
It's okay. We're here. We're here. Ah, yes.
You sure?
Chat, I don't think I'm ready. I don't know what's about to happen. All right, we've arrived. Sorry, Paimon. I have to get to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
I know. Leave it to me. You two, stay on guard. Oh my god.
May Paimon ask a question?
Paimon, why would you want to ask a question right now? What? What is the worst timing? And there's like, hey, I know you're busy, but can I answer a question? Is there a bathroom around here? Paimon's gotta go. You know what I mean? I ate too many honey sticky roast, if you catch my drift. They're like a sh around here or something. Paimon, I don't know. Just go use the bush or something.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
Read the wiki. From an alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So to say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then.
It's not so much a matter of preference. Rather, as things stand, I would say I belong to the class of human. albeit a unique category thereof, but then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. I am perhaps the most unique amongst humans, in that I'm the only one of my kind, but soon there will be another just like me, assuming this alchemical project proves successful. I believe Mini Durin already told you of the intent to replace the Durin of Dragonspine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came to that decision. Do you see this as an act of creation? Well, understood in the broadcast sense. Hello? Can I read? Well, understood in the broadest sense, this project deals with both the past and future, and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That primarily is what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants to be is a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in. In my view, to cultivate life which the world cannot generate endogenously is to cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids life in attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It's not a question of whether this ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. The alchemical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path that I walk. Of course, that's not to say that this is just a science experiment to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt, I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question satisfactorily? Well enough, thanks. Bro was so nonchalant about it. He was like, oh yeah, let me just answer this question with a long-winded answer. All right, finished. Ew.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
Yucky. Ew. The whole heart would be too big. Yeah, that's true. I don't need that much. Instead, I've just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good. I have a bad feeling about this.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemy are one and the same thing. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all these issues in one go. All right. Sounds like a plan. I mean, you're the smart one here, man. I don't know. You're the smart one here. The massive rock that once looked like a heart has lost its power and descended into a solemn silence. Oh no, I won't be able to absorb any vitality like this. Ugh, let's just go report back to Orban. Okay. Return to Mondstadt. Let's go do it. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
Pleasure. We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt's a lively place during the Windbloom Festival. You should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourself.
Oh yeah, the festival. Wonder who the Windbloom star is gonna be this time. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
I'm sure we'll find out on the day of. All right.
As you all know, during this year's Windbloom Festival, the people of Mondstadt have banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that tried to invade our city. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. This is someone who may not look like a strong warrior, but those whose keen insights played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and songs always have a way of lifting people's spirits, and they were a great support to us all. Let us give a round of applause to this year's Windbloom Star, Venti the Bard.
Wow! Amazing!
Wow, very cool, very wow. Huh? No way! You're really gonna pick me?
Why not? You're the perfect person for the job.
All right, well, does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern?
I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you'd like, you can take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd.
Well, in that case, let me swap out the speech for a song. Everyone, the best bard is the land about to begin his performance, so don't go away. Gather around and lend me your ears. Fireworks. He's being so moody about it. I hereby exercise the prayer of formation. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Whirlwind. Holy shit. Ubiquitous earth, flowing water, refining fire, fortifying wind. Traverse the 18th worldly and 20th passage. Emergent soul, enter the mortal realm. Domain expansion. Durin. Elevate festering flesh into sacred blood and bone. O sages, witness my grand endeavor. Oh shit, this is so badass. Whoa. How was it? Not bad, right?
Alberto, how did everything go?
Oh my god. Yo, that was awesome. Oh my god, that was so cool. Very smoothly, I'd say. We achieved our goal.
Really? So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
Yeah. Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. Incredible work. I graciously accept the compliment. It really is rather remarkable what we've accomplished.
So, how do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do and achieved a personal goal. I even think she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
My master and mother, Gold, Rhine-daughter. A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instruction to complete a task of monumental importance, to find the truth of the world. I had a theory about what she meant, and in time, I was able to corroborate it. Sure enough, finding the truth of the world basically stood for getting a life. That might be easy for most people, but for someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. I had to find out about myself and the world around me, getting to know me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Life is the space that exists between me and the world. To become truly human, I had to inhabit that space. So, for an artificial human, finding a life is, well, in some sense, equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves.
Whoa. Cinema. Being alive is just existing, but having a life is what makes you truly human. I agree with that. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I found this whole series of events has given me a new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning. What follows is the choices a human has to make in life, as well as the kinds of family bonds that they will form. Most people would Most people would probably see the events of the last few days in something out of nightmare. But for me, it's just part of my family life. I fear that the carefree existence my brother has enjoyed thus far will now come to an end. Just like me, he will have to step into the world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. There are all kinds of families in the world, but some base their life around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to the flower beds, and now I'm a gardener too. As long as you feel like you've gained something from the experience. Master never showed her face, but if the Hexen Circle knows what I've done, that means she knows as well as to give her approval, and gave her approval. Oh my god, I've been doing so much reading! Alright, since devouring Murius, it would seem she has finally found a modicum of peace. And if so, then I am truly happy for her. She didn't always have a penchant for madness, you know.
Devouring Nabarius? What's Nabarius?
It's the name of the ruler of life.
What?
Aunt Alice told me about it not long ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. As for the ruler of life, all I truly know is this. Nabarius is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Nabarius are now one. In any case, thank you so much for your help during the ordeal and for choosing to stand by my side through it all.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
Paimon took the words right out of my mouth. Hearing you say that means more than I can say. I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean.
So you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Thank you. I'll get going. Bye, Albedo. This quest was amazing.
Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one.
Hell yeah.
It feels like we really made a difference. Oh, Paimon almost forgot. If the Windbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Windbloom gonna be?
I don't know, Windbloomy. Wanna take a guess?
Venti, you're back.
Well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom. Now, could I? What do you think of the Cecilia? It's quite fitting. The true feelings of the prodigal son. A sentiment as sweet and warm as a gentle spring breeze. Perfect for the season. Doro, give me your hand, huh? The mages are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass their trial. Albedo received the materials he sought, so you deserve something in return as well. The Hexen Circle wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind. A secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you. So no need to open it right away.
Wow, a gift and a mystery all in one.
Huh.
The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
According to the sender, you are probably the only person who can make use of something like this, so I suppose it belongs with you. All right, thanks. Well, all I did was deliver it. Although I did go to a great length during this whole ordeal. I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Paimon being nice to Venti for once? Crazy. Really? I'll hold you to that. You know, no going back on your word.
Of course, Dad. Let's go to the tavern right now.
Huh. Music to my ears. I'm so happy I could fly. It's like this festival was made for me or something. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Ding-ling-a-ling-ding-ding-ding-ding. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free. Through shadows so cold, he sought wisdom untold, chasing a fragrance the wind only knows. Thus,
wistfulness waned and faded into night as he stepped from the darkness and into the light.
All right, there we go. That's the quest. That was the quest, bro. Holy moly, dude. Where's the mage's gift? Is it this? The quest items, maybe? Dazzling mysterious gift. A glittering crystal ball adorned with star-shaped gemstones, stowed as a reward for passing the Hexen Circle's trial. According to the one who presented it, it is not something that an ordinary person can master. For now, the crystal ball lies dormant, as though it were waiting for its perfect time to shine. What would you rate that quest out of 10, chat? Let me know. I would give it an 8 out of 10, which I think is amazing. The lore behind it, Hexen Circle, more Albedo Duran stuff, going back to Mondstadt. Oh man, maybe 8's a little too low. I'm gonna bump it up to a 9, actually. I liked a lot about it, dude. I felt like there was constantly like action, constantly something versus just standing and talking, standing and talking, standing and talking. There was a good amount of that, sure, but there was plenty of like action. I love the Mondstadt siege part where like you were switching between the Mondstadt characters and then using them to defend Mondstadt. That was cool, I thought. And even that little like Barbara time where like, how would Barbara be helpful in this situation? She would heal the people that are hurt, and that's you got to do that. Thought that was cool. Obviously, one of the biggest negatives of this for me was no voices. I know people complaining about this. I could have switched to Japanese or a different language, but that still wouldn't help. Guess what? I don't speak Japanese. I would still have to read what they are saying on screen, which is why I just chose to do it in English anyway, just to get some of the English voices in there. I got to hear Varka in English, and I just, did some silly voices for it, but not having the voice actors for it did kind of suck, but circumstances and what they're going through right now, I get it. But the quest itself, man, I really liked it. I really, really liked it.